Hello, everybody. Scott Golden with Golden Opportunities Coaching here. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans of what we do around here. We take social, emotional, and coaching-related topics. We break them down into what I hope is discernible and easy to understand language. We do that for the benefit of everybody listening, and we try to do that multiple times every day. In any event, today we're going to talk about 8 things not to say or discuss with your crush. Crushes are really hard for some people, especially if you have social anxiety or if you struggle with depression or issues of competition and what people think about you. It can be extremely hard when you have a crush because you don't know what to say, but you want to spend as much time with them as you can, and you're trying to figure out where that boundary is. So hopefully this audio can help you with that. Don't compare them with other people would be the first bit of advice. Don't compare them to your mom. Don't compare them to your friends. Don't compare them to your ex or series of exes or their ex or series of exes. Do not do the compare thing because, number one, you're always going to find reasons to have blindsides about them. So you want to believe that they're the best thing that's happened since sliced bread. And so anything that might be a warning sign, you're going to ignore. Number two, if you let it slip that you're comparing them, that's going to be awkward for them. It's like, I'm glad I'm better than your mom or your ex-boyfriend, but I don't want to compete. And then you're shooting yourself in the foot as far as getting anywhere with them, getting to know them on a more consistent basis. Don't be the second one. Don't be overly obvious about how much you're into their stuff. So yes, giving them a compliment is a good idea. Hey, I happen to notice you posted XYZ on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, wherever, is a good idea. Maybe once every couple of days or once a week. But don't admit, hey, I go to your Instagram 17 times a day, and anytime I have my notifications set for anytime you post a happy face emoji on Facebook. Don't do that. It'll scare the person away. It will freak them out, and more than anything, if they don't like you at all, they can spread the rumor that you have stalker tendencies and you're done in your social circle. That's never ending well. Don't over communicate. Obviously, we want to get to know our crush, right? Like if we didn't want to get to know them, then we wouldn't find them attractive, and vice versa. If we didn't find them attractive, getting to know them might be a little less important. But they have a life outside of you. You should have a life outside of them. So finding the right cadence for communication, whether that be once a day or every other day or what that looks like, is directly proportionate to your level of commitment, connection, and the depth of conversations you've already had. If you've been dealing with your crush for 6 months, it's completely different than if you've been dealing with them or crushing on them for 2 weeks. Don't rush them meeting your friends or going to your favorite place. Don't take them downtown to the park with the tree where you had your first kiss if you're not in an official relationship or know what you're doing with each other yet. This is uncomfortable, as is the next point, which is do not at any point ask about their relationship history unless they offer the information. This can be difficult. We want to know why they broke up with their boyfriend or girlfriend. We want to know if they're, how many of the people you have been with that you've slept with or whatever the number is, but or whatever the idea is, but you have to temper that. If they're still a crush and you're not officially together, there are some situations where you are, you don't have the credence, you don't have the credibility to gain that from them. And the more you try, you're actually going to repel them rather than draw them closer, which is the last thing I imagine that you want. And so the next one is maintain self-interest, maintain self-care, maintain hobbies and friendships and other things. When you find yourself getting obsessed, have one or two friends that you can say, I really, really like this person, but I'm afraid of falling too deep. So they can metaphorically slap you upside the head and go, wait, you're going too far, friend. You're going way too far. You're going off the deep end. Because if you don't have that, it's harder not to say something foolish or jump the gun or move things too quickly, thereby blowing all the work and energy and effort you put into your crush to begin with. The next to last one is fishing for compliments. Look, it's awkward when you're getting to know someone how to compliment them. And Obviously, we all like a good compliment now and again. Nobody has ever walked into a room and said, "Gee, I hope they say I'm ugly." But at the same time, if you are always looking for compliments, always looking for validation, you're going to look insecure. And most people don't want to date an insecure person right off the get go. The part of the attraction process is that you look like you have yourself together. It could all be a show, and that can be revealed during the relationship if that's the case, but you want to project an air of confidence, and fishing for compliments is the opposite of that. The final one is don't over advise. My general rule of thumb when dealing with crushes is give advice if you're in a situation where you know something that would benefit their life, but they ask you for your opinion or advice, or they're asking a group of people for opinions or advice. Do not over advise. Do not tell them who to date. Do not tell them what to eat. Do not tell them they look fat in those jeans. Do not tell them anything about themselves that you haven't been asked to share with them, because you don't want to get the rep for being braggadocious. You don't want to get the rep for being manipulative. And both of those things can happen super quickly if you're not careful. Anyway, this has been Golden Opportunities Coaching for today. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.